Hello students, today we are going to study about the part 2 of coal and petroleum. This is the lecture of grade 8 chemistry chapter number 5. In this lecture we will talk about fossil fuels and coal. What is fossil fuel and what is coal? So fossil fuels are the remains of prehistoric plants and animals. Plant and animal also included. Plant and animal. Okay, plants and animals which got buried under the earth crust and the surface of earth. We can say that both are the same, earth crust and under the surface of the earth. How those animals and plants were buried? How? Due to the earthquake, or during the earthquake, the volcanic eruption, the flood. So these kinds of natural phenomena that held in the prehistoric time to make fossil fuel, and these are the compounds. The fossil fuel are mainly the compounds of hydrogen and carbon. This is mainly made from carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen. This is mainly made by carbon and hydrogen. So what are the examples of fossil fuels? Coal, petroleum and natural gases. These are the examples of fossil fuel, and fossil fuels are combustible substance. What is the meaning of combustible substance? The meaning of combustible substance is the substance that can burn in presence of air. Okay, so this is called fossil fuels, in which I will talk about in our next topic is coal. What is coal? Coal is the most important mineral. Coal is the most important mineral and earliest used fossil fuel. Fossil fuel. We used coal in our household works. Okay, now. So this is very friendly word, coal, and we are very used to it. After that, what is this? What is its color? Its color is black solid fossil fuel. This is solid fossil fuel which has a black color. And what is its mixture? In which it is the complex mixture of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and small amount of nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus. These are the main elements that is present in coal. Mainly it is made by carbon content. And the coal which has more and more carbon content, then we call it the purest form of coal. In which how many types of coal? Before that, we will study that where in India the coal are present. The coal are present in these states like Jharkhand, Odisha, little bit in Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal. These are the states where coal are present. Okay, and how the coal are formed in the under of earth crust. So this process takes a lot of time, thousands of years, millions of years. Okay, so what is the process means and what is the process called? So the making of coal under the earth crust is a very slow process, and this slow process is named as carbonization. So making of and converting of wood to the coal is a very slow process. This is called carbonization. And what is its definition? Definition is the slow process to making coal under the earth crust is called carbonization. And how the coal formed in under the earth crust. So this is very normal process, but it takes a lot of time. So coal was formed by the decomposition of plants and trees. Decomposition of plants and trees, especially the big trees. Almost the forests are big forests. Okay, so coal are formed by the decomposition of plants and trees buried under the surface of earth, buried under the surface of the earth millions of years ago, due to which, due to the earthquakes, due to flood, due to volcanic activities. So these are the activities involved in the formation of coal, and they are under the effect of high temperature. They are under the effect of high temperature and pressure, and in the absence of air, in the absence of air, that convert into coal, and this is the formation of coal. Due to this is the process of formation of coal. It takes millions of years. And so what are the consequences of changing a wood into a better quality of coal? So here I have a table, a diagram. In this way I'll show you how the wood converts into the purest form of a coal, in which the first, this is wood buried under the surface of the earth crust. After, a wood contain at least 40% of carbon content. At least 40% of carbon content. A wood contain at least 40% of carbon content. After that, under the high pressure, high temperature and absence of air, absence, not presence, absence of air, it converts into pit. This is a type of coal. There are 4 types of coal in which pit, lignite, bituminous and anthracite are involved. Okay, there are 4 kinds of coal in which pit, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. Okay, here the wood convert into pit. It has only 10 to 15% of carbon content. Only 10 to 15% of carbon content. After that, pit converts into lignite. But it takes time, more and more time. Okay, so pit converts into lignite. This is called soft coal. This is called soft coal, and it contain 25 to 35%. 25 to 35% only carbon content. So pit and lignite both are called very inferior coal. Very inferior means it has a low amount of carbon content. Okay, so after that, lignite converts into bituminous. This is little bit better coal, and it is called household coal because we use bituminous in our household works to make food. Okay, so it contains 65% to 80% carbon content. 65 to 80% of carbon content, and it is called a common variety of coal. So we use in household works. After that, the bituminous convert into anthracite. This is the most superior and the best quality of coal. Okay, and it has 92 to 96% carbon content, and this is very hard coal. This is very hard coal and most superior coal. So these are the types of coal that we have. Okay, and the next point is, what are the uses of coal? So we use in many aspects. The first aspect is we use the coal as a fuel at our homes, factories and thermal power plant to generate the electricity. We know that what is thermal power stations. Okay, so the first use of coal is as a fuel at our homes, factories and thermal power stations. And the next use of coal is it can also be used to make several products like coal, coal tar and coal gas. After this topic, we will discuss about what is the distillation of coal. Okay, in which we will study about under which condition a coal converts into coke, coal tar and coal gas. So it is also used to make several products like coke, coal tar and coal gas. Next use is, it is also used in extraction of metal. In your class 10th, you will study about extraction of metal. So coal is also used in extraction of metal. And the last use is, coal is used for manufacture of synthetic petrol and synthetic natural gas. You will study about this topic in your next upcoming classes. So the coal is also used in synthetic petrol and natural gases. So this is all about this lecture. After this lecture, we will talk about the distillation of coal. So thank you. Have a nice day.